Hey guys, what's up? Hope everybody's doing good out there today. Thanks for tuning back in, much appreciated. And today we're going to have a little bit of a conversation on why it's good not to catch bass. And I'm going to give you guys some food for thought here that you may or may not have thought about, and it might be an interesting conversation. And real quick, just wanted to remind everybody, if you guys are looking to get stocked up on all your fishing tackle for the first of the year, I'm going to include the Baitworks link in the description here. You guys know I'm working with Baitworks here in Springfield, Missouri. They got absolutely everything you need with all the cutting edge tackle, latest trends, that type of stuff. You can go by the online store, or the physical store in Springfield, Missouri, or you can shop online with the link I provide here in this description. And that's a good way to support the channel if you like what I'm doing here. And also just wanted to give everybody a heads up, we're coming out with the new Block It Old School Jig through Baitworks. I'm going to be dropping it probably within the next week, 2 weeks at the most. And I'm really excited about that. I'm going to give you guys a lot of juice on that when it comes out. And I think you guys will be interested in maybe getting a few of them. Okay, let's talk a little bit about why it's good not to catch bass. One of the things that comes with fishing is there's a tremendous sense of gratitude that comes with it for me. That unless you've done it a long time, a lot of times you can take things for granted. And it's only when you don't experience certain things that you realize how much you miss them sometimes and how much you do take them for granted. And I'm going to share with you guys a little story here to sort of, preface to what I'm talking about. Last year I had one of my on the water jerkbait lessons down at Table Rock Lake. And I had this one, actually it was a couple guys that came down from the East Coast. They wanted to learn how to jerkbait fish. They didn't know much about fishing. They were getting into bass fishing, and they hadn't spent much time on the water, and they wanted to learn how to fish jerkbait. So they came for one of my on the water lessons at Table Rock. And normally, this was the early February trip. I remember late January, early February last year. And normally in that situation, that time of year, what are you doing there? You got a gummy? Okay, I'll finish my video, then come on in and eat it. Glad you gave me a gummy there. But anyway, normally that time of year, on an average day for jerkbait fishing at Table Rock Lake on the water lesson, we'll catch 10 to 20 bass, something like that. And because that just depending upon the conditions, 10, 15, 20 bass, something like that. But anyway, in this particular day, we got out there and it was on fire. I'm talking about these fish were biting unbelievable. I mean, it was like, and they were good ones too. These weren't just like non-keepers. These were 75% keepers. And that particular day, we caught over 75 bass on jerkbaits. And these guys didn't have anything to compare it to, so they just thought, well, that's just another day on the water. They didn't realize that they just experienced like the day of a lifetime. And when you have something like that happen, you tend to have a completely different mind frame. But what I'm talking about when I say that it's good not to catch bass is it's good to go out there and struggle. It's good to go out there and have days where you don't catch anything, or maybe one fish, where you really are frustrated and struggle. Because guys, unless you have those type of days on a regular basis, you will never appreciate the great days on the water. And you'll never appreciate how special they are when you do get a good day on the water. And just imagine, I think there was an old Twilight Zone several years ago. They were talking about this one guy had died and went to heaven, and he loved to gamble. That was his big deal. So he got, you guys may have seen this, and so he got up to heaven anyway, and he started playing poker, I believe it was, and he started winning, and he's winning all the time, winning every hand. And he was like super pumped up and excited at first, but eventually, after winning every single time, it became a nightmare to him. It was like the worst thing that he just wanted to lose so bad, because he didn't want that outcome of winning every single time that he played. And as it turned out, it was a living hell for him instead of a heaven, even though he loved to win at poker. And it's the same way at bass fishing, guys. If you go out there every single day and rip them day in, day after day, day after day, you're never going to experience the full experience of fishing that it comes with just sucking and having those bad days on the water. So the point I wanted to make here in today's video is when you have those bad days on the water, you know, don't sweat it. Don't get frustrated. That just tell yourself that's just fishing. I mean, that's why they call it fishing. It's not catching, it's fishing. And you need to have those bad days on the water, because the more that you have the bad days on the water, that only makes you appreciate being on the water more. You can expand your awareness and appreciate other things like being out in nature, you know, other aspects of fishing, and without having to catch. And when you have those days, those really good days on the water, they become even more special and more memorable all the time. So there's nothing wrong with having tough days on the water. In fact, I encourage it. I encourage it to have those days out there where it's just terrible and you fish all day long without any bites, because when you get one of those days where they're really biting good, on the drive home from the lake at night, you're gonna say, man, that was awesome. So just wanted to pass out a couple little thoughts along there. You know, you guys may have thought about that too, but anyway, there's nothing wrong with not catching them. It's good to not catch them from time to time. Yeah, it just makes for a better experience down the road. So anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in. Much appreciated. Please hit that subscribe button. We're going to be drawing in a couple days for our monthly Bridgeford Sweet Baby Ray giveaway at the end of the month. So just all you have to do is be subscribed to the channel, and we're 1,000 subscribers away from 50,000. And when we hit that, we've got a huge giveaway. We've got Seaguar line, we've got Megabass products, we've got Solar Bat sunglasses, Bridgeford products, and all you have to do is sign up and become a member, or subscribe to the channel to be eligible for that drawing. So thanks again, guys. We'll talk later. See you.